Alright, welcome everybody, my name is Ace. I'm here to show you the trick to get the Great Jar's Arsenal, the strongest, the best of my knowledge at the moment, the strongest equip load increase talisman, or trinket, what have you. You can find this close to the very point we are right now. It's right up here on the map. You have to do some NPC fights, but there's only one way to access that intentionally, which is through the underground. Now, in case of spoilers, I won't say any more about that, but there is another way you can get here without having to go to the underground. And I will write there and I will show you guys how to do it. It's a little tricky depending on the temperament of your damn horse, but if you are a good rider, Rohan will be pleased. If you are here, which is right out the crystal tunnel, you can get that with the shortcut or just in the general zone. You find yourself to the road and you go to the right. You will follow the line of the water, the swamp, the bad time incarnate, until you will find on your right side a passage into the mountain, into the cave, what have you. Some people might miss it, but I believe it's right here. There you go. And you will recognize the correct passage by going into Caelid and seeing these purple prison worms casually staring and exploding. Now you will find this crystal. And this is where things get a little tricky, because we have to be up there. Normally that is not intended to be reached, but we can do so regardless. This one is not very dangerous. You can just range it down if you have a good range attack. We'll use the weapon art here. Let's not get hit. Very straightforward. Beautiful. And now for the tricky part. So get ready to sit still for a minute and get excited. So we have to actually go up there. The best way I found is to find this crystal here in the corner, jump on it, and then kind of Skyrim horse to this point right here. You can see the little flat surface right there to the right of Torrent's face. That's where you want to stand on, and then you want to jump on that root. If you are there, you are golden. It's a little tricky because Torrent is very temperamental, but you want to get as high as possible and then jump on that root. That's your goal. Do that and you are golden. But as you can see, sometimes Torrent wants to not jump immediately, or he descends a little first, and that makes it fairly difficult to get this consistent, for now at least. But in a couple of tries, you can also downstep yourself, or dismount, what the hell is that? And be very careful, because as you can see, people still die, and it's a little gimmicky, but you should be able to get up here. And from this point forward, it should be pretty safe. You get back onto Torrent, and you go to this part, and you just jump forward. Or that one. That also works. There's two points there. If you are playing on online mode, you should be able to see a message. Now, you ignore the giant bear before it becomes unbearable. That's where you come out on the underground, and we'll keep it at that. And here is, a grace. Let's drop some aggro. Which I would highly recommend to picking up, because if you want to get to the jar, you have to cross hell a little bit here. Now this is the normal space that you would come across if you do this intentionally. Now this is not very dangerous. Get the quad triple bomb here. The world's weakest soul farm, but then you have the two giants. I do find you can run past them if you can dodge this first one properly. And I never do. There must be a trick to it. But yes. Once you get past this first one, you can just use Torrent to keep dodge rolling. It should be pretty safe. I recommend going to the left here, which buys you a little bit of time. And then if you are quick enough, you can just pass this one, because they don't turn that quickly. And you should be okay. You don't have to kill them. If you can ride past them, you should be alright. On my first playthrough, I killed these 3 while I was being bombarded, because he cannot actually hit you up here if you're past this little cliff bump here. As you can see, it starts clipping with the roots and you're fine. And now you're here. Now, of course, the difficult part is to kill the 3 NPCs you have to murder here. After talking to him and having an extensive dialogue, you should be able to see the 3 summons. Now, if you do struggle with these, I would recommend using some range weapons, like a halberd. They struggle parrying that, but the best possible advice I might have is going into offline mode, and that turns them into like basic NPCs. Otherwise, they are based off online players, which means they have endgame weapons and might become a little bit more troublesome. But there you go. Just a little quick and dirty tutorial on how to skip the underground to get one of the best equip load trinkets in the game. I'm out.